Hello, you are welcome to today's lesson. My name is Paul Williams of Jr. Today we have science for Basic 4. So those in Basic 4, those who are not in Basic 4, please, I need you around. Come closer. Call your friends that they should come. We have a lesson today. Today's lesson is about living things. When I talk of living things, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about human beings. I'm talking about animals. I'm talking about plants. But today we are looking at plants. We are looking at what? Plants. So today's lesson is an interesting one. Let's look at the topic for today. Oh, I have mentioned my name, but I did not mention your name. So go to the comment section and do it for me. Mention your name, where you are watching me from, the name of your school. Do it and let's continue. Have you finished? Okay, so the topic for today, functions of the parts of a plant. Functions of the parts of a plant. So I said that today's lesson is about plants. So we are going to look at the plants and all the parts. Even if not all, the main parts of a plant. And what each part of the plant does, the work of each part of the plant. So all the parts are important. They have what they do for the entire plant. So we are going to look at the various parts of a plant, one, and what each part does. That is what we are looking at today. So it's going to be an interesting one. Why don't you take your time, watch it. Then after this, you'll be able to identify plants, the parts of a plant. If your teacher asks you to draw a full plant and label all the parts, you'll be able to do it easily, without stress, because I'm going to take my time to take you through one after the other. Now, let's look at the keywords. So the keywords are here. The first word is roots. Roots. So roots is a part of a plant. We see roots, or we find roots in the soil. We find roots in the soil. It is a part of the plant found in the soil, always buried in the soil. The next one is flowers. So you see, flowers too are parts of a plant, or a flower is a part of what? Of a plant. Flowers, they produce fruits. And the seeds and the fruit, they come from the flowers. The next one is shoots. Shoots. So you see, plants is divided into two. The part found in the soil and the part that is found on top of the soil, or the part above the ground. So the part above the ground is what we call the shoots. And the one found, the part of the plant found in the soil is the roots. So shoot for you, stomata. Very good, stomata too. All of you say stomata. All of you, stomata. So stomata, they are tiny. If I say tiny, I mean small. Small, very small. They are microscopic. I mean, you can't see with your naked eyes. Stomata. You can't see with your eyes. Oh, they are small pores or holes, tiny holes in leaves of plants. So all the leaves that these plants have, if you take a microscope and you look through, you see that plants, the leaves, they are small holes in the leaves. Without a microscope, you can't see it. That's why I said they are microscopic. So stomata are tiny holes in leaves. You'll get to know more about it, don't worry. The next one is transpiration. Transpiration. So transpiration, do you remember this word? You remember we learned about evapotranspiration during this lesson. We are learning about water cycle, and I mentioned evaporation, I mentioned transpiration, and evapotranspiration too was a topic on its own. We have learned this. Have you forgotten? Okay, so transpiration is where plants lose water or release water vapor into the atmosphere. That is all. So this is what we are going to look at. Now, because today's lesson is about plants, parts of plants and their functions, let's draw a plant. Yes, we are going to draw a plant. Those who don't know how to draw, today you will draw a plant for me. Everybody is going to draw a plant. Everybody is going to draw a plant for me. So this is our board. This is our board. Okay. Now, if I ask you to draw a plant, I expect you to draw something nice. You know, I'm not good when it comes to drawing, but I can do something for you. So let me start from here. This is the stem. Have you seen it? We have the stem, the roots are here. This plant has tap roots. So this is the roots, and then we have this side. We have this side. Have you seen it? Okay. And then we have this. Let me change the colors. We have this here. Have you seen how I'm drawing it? Pay attention. I'll ask you questions. I'll ask you questions about this. So pay attention. So this is a plant. If I ask you to draw a plant, this is what you should draw for me. Look at it. Is it not nice? Is it not nice? Okay. So this is our plant. Now we have our fruits. So this is our fruit. I hope you can see the fruits here. Now this is our plants. Let's label or name the parts. Let's label or name the parts. So what part is this? What part is this? What part is this one? What part is this side? What part is this side? So how many parts do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now let's look at the names. What part is here? Is it the roots? No. This part is leaf. One is leaf. If there are more than one, you write these leaves. Okay. This is the flower. So you write the flower here. If there are more, we say flowers. Which part is this? This is the fruits. Which part is this? This is the stem. Which part is this? This is the roots. So I'll ask you to draw a plant and label the parts. This is what I want you to do. You know, this is nice, but I know you can do better than this. Yes, I know you can do better than this. So make sure you draw very beautiful plants and then you label the parts or you name the parts. So this is what I expect you to do. Now listen to me. All the parts of the plants, they have what they do, the functions, the work that they do. So we are going to look at the functions of each part. Let's go back. So we have seen the parts. Now root and its function. The roots, we are going to look at the functions of the roots. So 1, and I've told that the root is found in the soil. 1, roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. So this is the root. You see, it is in the soil. So the water in the soil, the minerals in the soil. Minerals, I'm not talking about malt. I'm not talking about Fanta. I'm not talking about Guinness. We have mineral salt in the water. Sorry, mineral salt in the soil. We have water in the soil, mineral salt in the soil. Plants take these mineral salts and then water. Okay, but it's the roots that absorb them. So the roots absorb mineral salts from the soil, and also the root absorb water from the soil. Look at another one. Look at this. This is the root. Have you seen? Which plant is this? Yes, this is carrots. Okay, there is another one here. Have you seen it? This is cassava. Okay, so we have seen that the roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. If I ask you to give functions, 1 is that the root absorb water and minerals from the soil. 2, roots support the plant to stand upward and firm. So the plant will stand because of what? The roots. Okay. The next one is that in some plants, the root stores food. Yes, some plants, we get food from the roots. For example, this is what? Carrots. These are the leaves. We don't get food from the leaves. We don't use the leaves as food, but rather we use the roots as food. So some of them store food in their roots. So look at these plants. This is cassava. We use the roots as food to pound fufu, prepare gari, kokonte, and the rest. You like kokonte? So we use cassava. The part of the cassava plants that we use is the roots. Okay. The next one. Roots then absorb water and minerals to other parts of the plants. So these are the functions of roots. Let's come to this side. We are looking at the stem. So we are looking at the stem and its function. So the stem joins the roots to other parts of the plant. All the parts above the ground are called the shoots. Therefore, the stem is part of the shoots. So we have seen that the root is not part of the shoot. Stem is part of the shoot. Stem or shoot refers to the part of the plant found above the ground. Those ones we can see because they are not in the soil. The part that are not in the soil, they are the shoots. The part found in the soil, they are the roots. Okay, so here, what are the functions of the stem? So the stem provides support to the leaves, roots, and flowers. So the stem supports the leaves, roots, and flowers. 2, the stem keeps the plant straight and upward. So the plants are able to stand firm and upward because of what? The stem is support them. Number 3, the stem carries minerals and water from the roots to the other parts. So the roots absorb water, nutrient from the soil. It carries them through the stem. The stem will also carry it to other parts. The leaf, the stems, the leaves, the flowers, and other parts. Okay, the third one that you should know is that in some plants, number 4, the stem carries food from the leaves to the other parts. Okay, so the leaves of plants, they prepare food. So when the food is prepared in the leaves, other parts like the roots and other parts needs this. So it is the stem that carries it to other parts of the plants, from the from the leaves to the other parts. Okay, the next one, in some plants, the stem stores food. So what we are saying is that some plants too, we eat the stem. Some plants, we eat the stem. That is, they store food in the stem. That is why we eat the stem. Let's look at this. So this is a stem of a plant. This is another one, but this is sugarcane. You see, sugarcane, we eat the stem. We don't eat the roots. We don't eat the leaves. We don't eat the tassel and the rest. This is another one, lettuce. Lettuce. Okay. Now let's come to this side. Leaves and their functions. So we are looking at another part called leaves. Another part called what? Leaves. We all see leaves of plants. What is the color of most of the plants? Their leaves. Very green. Okay. So the leaves, they are the parts that we can find what we call the stomata. I told you that stomata are tiny pores that we see or that are in the leaves. So what are the functions? One, the leaves prepare food for the plants. So we say the leaves is the kitchen. What do we do in the kitchen? We prepare food in the kitchen. So the plants, the kitchen of a plant is the leaf or the leaves. So the leaves are the parts that help the plant to prepare its own food. So plant prepare their food in the leaves. Two, some leaves of plants store food. So we get food from leaves of some plants. Okay, so example, we have this lettuce, cabbage, cocoyam. We use the leaves as food. The next one, the leaves, that is stomata, allow the plant to release water vapor into the atmosphere. So water vapor is released into the atmosphere through the leaves. And in the leaves, we have what we call the stomata. So the stomata allows water vapor to move out of the plant. Okay. The next one, okay, here we should note this. The process in which plants make their own food using the sun, water and air is called photosynthesis. So anytime you hear about photosynthesis, we are talking about processes plants prepare their own food. They use the sun, water and air. So these three things are used by plants to prepare their own food. And photosynthesis, I've told you that is a way of plant preparing its food. Where does the plant prepare its food? It prepares the food in the leaves. So photosynthesis takes place in the leaves. Okay, apart from that, the leaves also has what we call stomata. So transpiration also occurs through the leaves. Okay, now these are examples. The next one is what? Flowers. Flowers. Yes, I know you have seen flowers before. They are beautiful. Some of them too have pleasant smell. Some too don't have what pleasant smell at all. But these parts of a plant, they are the most beautiful parts of a plant. We use flowers for so many things. To show appreciation, to show love, to decorate places, to beautify places. In fact, flowers are so important. And they are useful as well. So let's look at the functions of flowers. One, the flowers produce seed and fruits. So the seed that we get, the fruit that we get, they all come from flowers. Two, flowers help plants to reproduce. So for plant to get a new baby, for plant to reproduce, for plant to get a new offspring or a new young one, it is the flower that will help the plant to do that. The next one is that in some plants, the flowers are used as food. So if you look at this one, this is a flower, this is also a flower. So this cauliflower, we eat this, and it is a flower, you should know it. And there are other flowers that we also eat. Number four, flowers are used to beautify the environment. So if you want your environment to be good looking, if you want to beautify your environment, decorate your places and other things, we use flowers. Even in our rooms, our mothers, our fathers, sometimes they buy flowers to decorate the room. So flowers are part of a plant and they are used for decoration. They are used to beautify places. So this is what we have learned about parts of plants. So in summary, we have learned about plants and we have seen that plant has different parts and all the parts have the role, the functions that they perform. So now this one, or this is a plant. Let me ask you questions. Which part of these plants or which part of the plant is found in the soil? The roots. Okay, another question. Which part of the plant can we find the stomata? The leaves. Which part of the plant produces fruits and seed? Which part of the plant produces fruits and seed? It is the flower. Okay, so which part of the plant is referred to as the kitchen? Kitchen of the plant is the leaf. Okay, the next question. Which part of the plant carries water and nutrient from the roots to all other parts? It is the stem. Another question. Let me see if I can ask you more questions. Or you have question for me? Okay. How many parts form the shoots here? How many parts on the board? How many parts of the plant form the shoots? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts. Now, what are they? Leaves, flowers, fruits, stem. So the shoots refers to the parts that is above the ground. So here, this side, you see, this side, those here are the roots, those here are the shoots. So we have this side is above the ground, this side under the ground. So here, those parts found here, they are the shoots. Those parts here are the roots. Are you seeing it? I have more questions, but time is not on our side. So let's go back and look at the exercises that we have. So we have learned about plants, their parts, and the functions of the parts. Okay, so I have exercise 1 here. I have another exercise 2, another exercise, so exercise 2, exercise 3, exercise 4. You have exercise 5 and then you have home assignments. So this is what you are doing for me. The questions are simple and I know you get all. We are bringing our lesson to a close. Today, what have we learned? We have learned about plants. We see plants around. Plants are so important. They serve us. They provide a lot of things for us. We get a lot of things from them. The food that we eat, we get from plants. We see plants have different parts. We have the leaves, we have the stem, we have flowers, we have roots, we have fruits. All these parts are important. The food that we eat, we get some from leaves, some from stem, some from fruits, some from flowers. In fact, all the parts are important and we use it as food. So today, that is what we have learned. If I ask you to draw a plant, label the parts, I know you can do that. We have seen the exercises and then the home assignment. Take your time, read the book. After reading, scan the QR code for this topic. Watch the video lesson. If after watching you don't understand, we want you to understand. So use the number here, WhatsApp the number here. Ask your questions, we will help you. If you can't do that, your parents are there, your teachers are also there. What we are teaching you is what you are learning in the classroom. So take your time, read and you understand it. Listen, this science textbook, copies are available. So if you need copies, just call. Apart from the science, we have Asante tree, pure, organic, correct Asante tree. And then you have Equiapim tree. That one is pure Equiapim, pure original organic Equiapim tree. So just call call and then you make sure you get copies. We are bringing our lesson to a close. Thanks so much for your time. My name is Paul Williams. Bye bye.